What we discussed today here with Demna Gvasalia is really the idea of collaboration. It's the idea of what he as a fashion designer does with visual artists. And I think, we are facing very big questions in the 21st century. Elizabeth Kolbert says we're living in the age of mass extinction. Themes of sustainability are very urgent, inequality. So I think in order to address these topics, we need to go beyond the fear of pooling knowledge. We need to all work together. So I think it's very important today that artists, designers, scientists, architects, all work together. Demna has many ways how he connects to art. He, of course, collects art, but foremost he brings artists into the mix. He most recently worked with John Ruffman on a very big, immersive, very complex, multidimensional installation. Biggest work the artist has ever done, allowed the artist to create an experience he's never been able to do basically in the art world, yet at the same time allowed them now to do a fashion show, which was an unprecedented experience. So it was really also about the coming together. What I also felt is important here in the context of the Retail Summit in the Duttweiler Institute in Switzerland is to discuss the importance really of bringing artists in the mix. John Latham and Barbara Stevini in the 1960s started this fabulous initiative called the Artist Placement Group, and they basically said that every corporation, every company, every also governmental organization should have an artist in residence or even an artist on the board. And we can see from many examples that amazing thing happens when companies do that. So we wanted to encourage here all the CEOs present, to bring artists in the mix. I think it's interesting that, of course, there are moments of delinking which are important in art, where we go to see, an exhibition. There are, Paul Chang talks about this aspect of delinking. Yet at the same time, we also see more and more artists actually working with technology, and that is why we started at the Serpentine what we call NEAT. New experiments in art and technology, because similarly to the artist placement group, where one brings artists into society, that's Latham Stevini, we have Billy Kluwer. And Billy Kluwer in the 60s started this initiative called Experiments in Art and Technology, bringing artists into Bell Laboratories, the then leading tech company. And we feel today it's very important to do the same, to actually connect artists to possibilities today to work with tech. And we've had a whole series of exhibitions where artists also very critically assess the possibilities and the dangers of AI, of artificial intelligence, or as Hito Steil says, of artificial stupidity. I think one thing which is also important here in the context of a retail conference is memory. Because we live in an age where we have more and more information. It's an explosion of information. We live in an age of basically exponential information growth. Yet at the same time, that does not mean that we have more memory. It might very well be that amnesia is somewhere at the core of this digital age. So I think it's important to also think about memory. And that, of course, was a theme also in today's conversation, because it's interesting how, for example, with a brand like Balenciaga, and that happens in many other brands, designers actually use the archive, use the kind of almost like museum these brands are, because they have such a long history, and give it a new meaning, revisit it.